This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm joined by Regis Prograis here in Las Vegas. Regis, I've been used to doing Zoom interviews with you over the pandemic, so it's great to catch up with you in person. How's life? How are things going?
Life is great, brother. No complaints, no stress, none of that stuff. My life is, personal life, very, very good. I'm ready for a fight, but personal-wise, very good.
Good to know things are good on a personal note. Fight-wise, what is the latest?
Nothing, bro. I don't know. I mean, I just can't seem to get a fight for shit. I don't know. Nobody wants to fight me. I don't know what's going on. High risk, low reward. That's what I am, I guess. Everybody knows that about me. So, from what I'm hearing, it might. They're saying I got into some little beef with a dude named Tyrone Mckenna that's over there in Ireland. So maybe that might be a fight. I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's going on. So, but for me, you can see I'm in shape. I train. I still train every day. I spar yesterday. I got a little stuff on my nose from sparring. So, like, it is what it is, and just wait. Just keep waiting for a fight. That's all.
I can see you are in good shape, as you say there. Talk to me about this. I don't really like using the word beef, but this back and forth between yourself and Tyrone. Where did it all come from?
I think I said something about Josh Taylor. Of course, me and Josh Taylor. I get into Twitter fingers with a lot of people, I think, So I think I said something about Josh Taylor, and he commented. He said, you said something about, like, he kind of took up for Josh Taylor, and he was like, I'll smack you myself. I'm like, who the fuck? I'm like, bro, who is this dude? Who is him? And so I looked him up, and I was like, you? All right. I was like, all right. And then, and now they saying that's a potential fight. Maybe back in the UK. So I was like, all right, I welcome that. That's cool.
How confident are you that may be your next fight, or do you think it's still relatively early to even consider?
Like I said, bro, I really don't know. I have to go out there. I have to go, meet with MTK and stuff, and then we'll see. We'll find out, kind of from there, like what's going on. If it's really possible, or if it's just bullshit. If it's just talk. I don't really like to do too much talk if I don't know, like, the fight is gonna happen. Cause me and Josh Taylor got into it. Me and fucking Devin Davis got into it on Twitter. Me and Agent Broner, we been getting into it and stuff like that. So and none of that shit gonna happen. So for me, I don't even need to really beef with these people. Whatever you want to call it, if the fight's really not gonna happen. So if it's gonna happen, then yeah. But if it's not, I'ma just I'ma ignore that shit.
I mean, Regis, you've had so many names come up that we all thought you may well enter the ring with during the pandemic, and just none of them seem to have materialised. Yeah. One of those in particular was Mikey Garcia, pre the Sandor Martin loss. Have you got any interest there in facing Mikey still on the back of that defeat, or has any kind of interest completely faded now?
Yeah, maybe we can still do something with Mike. I mean, I'm still interested. Don't get me wrong, I'm still interested. I think somebody wrote on Twitter they still interested in seeing me and Mikey fight. But yeah, that kind of messed that loss kind of messed up stuff, because I know the dude was a southpaw, and I think that that was gonna be the next fight for him. Supposedly, I FaceTime Mikey, and he said he would fight me, he wants to fight me, So, but of course he wanted a tune-up. He was out the ring for like a year or something, or whatever, a year, no, 2 years, almost 2 years he was out the ring. So he like I said, he wanted to get a tune-up, and the dude was a southpaw, and the dude ended up winning. He ended up beating him. So, I mean, maybe he needs to bounce back off of that, and then we'll find out. What's that, bro?
Before we come on to the weekend and the fight ahead in Las Vegas this Saturday night, I want to get your thoughts on Tyrone Lopez. Not before we get in touch on the Kambosos fight, but his defeat last week. He said we expect him to move up now to 140. Even though he's got that defeat again, any interest if he was to be offered to you his first fight up at 140?
I'll fight anybody. Like, real shit, bro. Listen, I'm going to stay at 140. I want to be a champion again at 140. Two-time world champion at 140 before I go up to 147. So if you could put anybody in the world with me at 140 pounds. So it doesn't matter. If people stand there, if people coming down, if people coming up, it doesn't matter to me. So, like I said, I'm actually cool. I'm cool with Tio and his dad, but, if that fight has to happen, then it'll have to happen one day. If it happens.
What did you make of his defeat to George Kambosos last weekend?
So honestly, I was at Chuck E. Cheese with my kids, right? So I didn't really watch the whole fight. I'm talking about it right now. So I like I said, I didn't really watch the fight, but I definitely I saw that he lost. I saw all the comments and all that stuff, man. First off, I'm just, I'm happy for George Kambosos. That's the main thing right now. I'm not saying that I was just going for him. I thought that Tia was gonna beat him for sure, but I'm still happy, man. Just cause his story, he has almost all the belts right now, and he's going back to Australia with all the belts, man. He probably feels like a king, like he's on top of the world right now, bro. So I'm like, for me, I like seeing like people succeed at things. I know they got in boxing or just in life, they got like a lot of people that's like haters and shit, and they don't want to see you win. But for me, I love to see that type of stuff. Even if I'm like competing with the same people, like I like to see it. Like with Josh Taylor, he became undisputed. I'm happy for him. Like I still want to fight him. I still want to whoop his ass, but I'm still happy that he became undisputed. He's the Scottish first Scot or something like that, if I'm not mistaken, that's undisputed. So. But yeah, man, I'm happy for George Kambosos, bro, and I want to see him fight the winner of these two for all the belts. That'll be huge.
Is Kambosos currently, in your opinion, the number one in the division at lightweight?
At 35? I can't tell. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Like for me, Tia was that man. For me, because Loma was the man that he beat Loma, and for me. Tia, I'm not gonna lie to everybody. I was like, Tia is the man at 35. But right now, bro, it's so much. It's so much going on. You got Haney, you got Kambosos, you got Javante, you got Ryan Garcia. And you still, Tia said he going up, so I guess he's out the picture. You still got Lomachenko, right? So it's a lot of talent. It's a lot of smoke at 135, bro. I don't know. I can't say who is the best right now. I think only time will tell. If I had to pick somebody right now, the best, at 35, I would probably say Tank. I would probably say Javante. Yeah.
Tank obviously fighting tomorrow night, but just to touch on Saturday first, reason we're here in Vegas, Haney-Diaz, your thoughts?
Great fight. First off, great fight. It's a great fight, for the fans because, for a long time, right now boxing is, I know I'm going to answer your question, but right now, boxing is picking up because you're getting a lot of good fights. For a long time, boxing was, people didn't want to watch, but a lot of my people, they didn't want to watch boxing because they felt like it was all rigged. You got one person that everybody knows is going to win, and people don't want to see that shit. Right now with these two fighters, some people think, oh man, JoJo is going to whoop Haney. Then, some people think, man, Haney is too good for him. So it's a good fight. It's a great fight for the fans. But me personally, I'm rolling with Haney just because of skill-wise. I roll with Haney.
Tank Cruz tomorrow, Sunday night rather?
Tank. Javante. Yeah, I think he, the dude is strong. The dude he's fighting. Cruz he's strong and stuff, but I think he's gonna run right into the uppercut. Tank throws the uppercut with a lot of power, and I think that's style. Styles make fights in boxing, and that style, I think he's gonna run right into some shit.
Right, Regis, we'll leave it there and I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the day and catch up with your team. Appreciate your time as always. Good to see you in person. Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Man, cheers, Regis.